Hey guys, I've been sitting in this line at Wendy's for so long, I decided to turn on the camera and talk to you guys. I've literally been sitting here for like 20 minutes. Here's what I want to talk about today, and this has kind of been something that really makes sense for me. And don't mind that I'm wearing a sweater. It is 81 degrees outside, but it's freezing cold in my office. So this is something that I've been thinking about, and with the recent transition that I had from my last job to my current job, it's sort of put things into perspective for me. And I want to talk today about hustle culture and this work, and always be working to, make your dreams come true. And if you're not working, you're wasting time. I think that hustle culture has been sort of normalized because of social media, and I find that deeply disturbing. Now, of course, it's my turn. Let's see. So, when it comes to my real life experience, when it comes to hustle culture, I think that it's worse in some industries than in others, but it is such a toxic way to go through your professional career, in my personal opinion. This whole idea of, not really having set hours of when you turn off for the day, and that mentality of always being available, always being willing to jump online and take care of something, even if it's 8 o'clock at night, or take a call at 10 a.m. on a Saturday. There's no separation between home life and work life. It's very, very dangerous. This whole idea of hustling and always working, it can not only be treacherous for the person that's engaging in this type of behavior. What I've experienced is that it can also be really bad for whoever it is that you are sharing your life with. Even if you are a single person and you have, a family member or a friend that you're close to, it doesn't have to be that you're in a relationship. It can just start to whittle away at whoever it is that you spend your free time around. Because even those of us who might not necessarily have a big friend group, like I know for me, my circle is very small, those people still deserve to experience you in a good state of mental health. And once you're in this state of hustle culture and you're just pouring everything that you have into your career or your careers, if you have, multiple jobs, once you start to pour so much into that, it is very difficult to break that cycle and end it, unless you're going to quit your job. You think of, if you're presenting yourself to be that type of person at work, then your managers and your colleagues are going to continue to expect that from you. And the day that you decide that you're going to give a cutoff, or you're no longer going to, drive yourself mad being in this toxic cycle, then you worry about being looked at as a slacker. Oh, now you're not working hard enough. Oh, you've become really lazy. It's just a very treacherous sort of way to go about things. And I'm glad, at least for me, I'm so happy that at this point in my life, I am not subscribing to that mentality, because I have realized that you can literally drive yourself crazy. And even if you think you're doing a great job, that does not necessarily mean that you're going to get super far. I hope that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to continue this conversation, so I'll see you in a bit. It's been a long time for me, but only a couple seconds for you guys. So we are going to finish my little talk that I was saying, what I was talking about with hustle culture. I'm actually really glad that I picked this back up too, because I thought of a couple of other things that I didn't think of earlier that I want to talk about. So one of the funniest things with hustle culture is that, based on what I've seen at least, and of course I want you guys to correct me if I'm wrong, tell me if you've seen something completely different based on your own experience. But what I've seen a lot of times with hustle culture is it's someone who is already wealthy telling people who might lust after their lifestyle that hustle culture is the hustling is the key to success. You have to always be chasing your daydreams. Work, like work hard, play, whatever. All of these stupid catchphrases that are always being shilled out. I also see a lot of hustle culture being spread around in the MLM community, like by all of these, boss babes that are constantly trying to sell a lifestyle, sell a dream to their downline, where it's this whole idea of, oh, well, I was constantly chasing my dreams. I was never sleeping. And that is such an unhealthy way of living. Now, there is sort of a segregation here that I want to make this sort of difference in this video too, because I realize that when maybe you feel like you're at a dead-end job and you want to start your own business, or you want to work your way up the corporate ladder. I understand that as well, but I truly believe, with everything in me, I truly believe that you can do that and not be subscribing to hustle culture and this culture of, I haven't taken a vacation in 5 years. I haven't taken a vacation in 10 years. That is super unhealthy. That is a cute German Shepherd, though. Good Lord. That is so unhealthy to go through life and not give yourself breaks or time away from whatever your job is. Even if you are, maybe you're already working for yourself and you are looking to grow your business. You're a one person shop and you are seeking to grow your client base, grow your own business. Even if it is only you and you're a one person show, it is absolutely vital that you give yourself time away and you instill a healthy work-life balance into your own life, even if you are your own boss. I truly believe that. And the way that I've always kind of looked at work is if you're being productive during your working hours 9 to 5, working hours 10 to 7, whatever your work day looks like, even if you work Saturday, Sunday, different businesses have all kinds of hours. If you are utilizing those 8 hours, or, even if you throw in 9 or 10 hours once in a while, if you are utilizing those hours in your day and you are proficient, organized, and you get all your stuff done and you're kind of getting ahead of the ball on stuff, I've never looked at sitting at work until 8 o'clock at night just to impress your manager or look like you're doing more so that you stand out against coworkers or whatever you're trying to do. That to me is not going to give you anything more than if you are doing those things within a reasonable amount of time. Now, if I apply this logic to myself, and I have a full-time job and I work 9 to 5. My hours are 9 to 5 and I have an hour for lunch. Very lucky that I'm in a position now where I'm working 35 hours a week instead of many more than that. So during my office hours, I'm very productive. And let's take into consideration the fact that I have a YouTube channel and I'm on social media. So I consider my YouTube channel and my time online as my side business. It does make me money, so technically it is a business, which I'm so grateful for, that I'm able to make money from my hobby. I am beyond blessed to be able to collect a small check at the end of every month for doing something that I absolutely love, and it's all thanks to you guys for that. It would be very easy for me to work my 7 hours at the office, come home, walk in the door, immediately start filming YouTube videos, editing a video, posting on Instagram, responding to emails. But I told myself that I did not want to immediately walk in the door and just be overcome with, okay, well, what am I going to do to grow my side hustle now? I put a ton of time, energy, and patience into my YouTube channel, but I make sure that there's a healthy balance. So when I come home at night, after I come home from the office, what I've started to do is I put my phone down. When I walk in, I spend time with Axel and we go for a walk. I make his dinner, hang out with him for a little while, and then I allow myself to either film a video, finish editing, do whatever it is that I'm going to do with my allotted time in the evening. Because I realize how out of control that could get if I was just consistently coming home and spending my entire evening on YouTube. And I absolutely love my YouTube channel. I consider it to be my little passion project. I've, grown it from 0 subscribers on up to where I am now. But I also don't want to subscribe to that hustle culture of, if I'm spending time or patience somewhere else, I'm not chasing my dreams. Because YouTube is my hobby. Is it a dream to be able to make content online? I love it. I absolutely adore it, and I think that most of you guys can see the the time that I spend and the admiration that I have for my platform and my community. But I don't ever want it to become a task. And I've always felt like if I end up becoming overwhelmed by YouTube and feeling like, oh my God, I have to work on my YouTube channel. If I take one night off, then I'm not working on my, passion project. I'm not pouring into my hobby. I felt like if it got to that point and it got out of control, then I would start to hate YouTube. And I've seen so many part-time YouTubers burn out. Don't get me wrong, I've seen it from full-time YouTubers as well, but I've seen so many part-time YouTubers end up just completely burning out because they didn't allow themselves to keep YouTube as the hobby that they once loved. It became, how many subscribers can I get? How much money can I get? What kind of clickbait stuff am I going to do to get a video that goes viral this month? And that takes the fun out of it, for me, at least. I can't speak for everybody, but I think that you can have a very successful stream of income. You can have a very steady stream of income based off 1 or 2 or 3 jobs. You can do all of that without subscribing to hustle culture. And don't ever let some influencer or some CEO of some company or a Monate Humbot feed out this hustle culture to you because you like what they're presenting online. Don't ever forget that most of these influencers, what they're putting out online is edited, fake, phony BS. You're seeing a 3% fraction of their life, and on top of it, you are seeing the part of their life that they want you to see, and it's almost always going to have a filter on it. Never, ever forget that. Social media is fake. So, be successful, work hard while you're on the clock. If you have a hobby or a small business on the side, give it your all. But don't ever allow yourself to become just completely overwhelmed to the point where you burn out, because if you burn out, then you're not going to want to do anything, and that's not helpful to your small business or your full-time job. And you also don't ever want to allow this stress and toxicity to end up flowing over into your relationships, your friendships, your home life, to the point where you're just a Debbie Downer. And I don't want to say a Debbie Downer, but you're just not happy because you're so frazzled and you're so stressed. That sucks. And if your full-time job is making you feel that way, time to get a different job. Unless you're on a contract with your employer, there is absolutely no reason to tolerate nonsense BS from any employer. So anyway, guys, I did want to finish my little thoughts on this video. Hopefully this was helpful. Maybe it was just a bag of my opinions based on what I see, but sometimes it's like that. So either way, for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.